my nutrient I picked was calcium. Uh, Calcium's a major part of the body structure, mainly because of its importance in bone development and its blood content, which also makes it one of the most abundant minerals in our bodies. I chose calcium because I know it has a major role in bone development and repair, and the repair part interests me because I broke my collarbone last year playing football, and I wanted to learn more about how my body was able to repair itself. Roles of calcium. One of the roles of calcium is its importance in bone development. 99% of the body's calcium is stored in the bones and teeth where it maintains and or develops bone structure. It also has other major roles in the blood like blood clotting, muscle contraction that contributes to the heartbeat, and helps maintain normal blood pressure. The RDA. According to the FDA, the daily value for calcium is 1,300 milligrams. However, the RDA varies by age. So the nutrition textbook tells us that the RDA of calcium goes by the following. So for 0 to 6 months, it'll be 200 milligrams recommended. 7 to 12 months, 260 milligrams. 1 to 3 years, 700 milligrams. 4 to 8 years, 1,000 milligrams. 9 to 18 years old would be 1,300 milligrams. And then once you get to 19 through 50, it reduces to 1,000 milligrams. For women over the age of 50, it goes back up to 1,200 milligrams. Men over the age of 70 goes also that also goes back up to 1,200 milligrams. And for pregnant women, there was no additional recommendation for calcium. Calcium deficiency, also known as hypocalcemia. It occurs when an individual's calcium intake consistently does not meet the recommended values. According to the textbook, individuals typically do not meet the requirement recommendations, and those who do are likely taking supplements. Calcium deficiency can be asymptomatic, but it can lead to many conditions such as osteoporosis, which is softening in the bones, and in severe cases, things such as brain calcification, cataracts, heart failure, seizures and coma, to name some. In adolescence, it can stunt growth of bones. As mentioned, calcium deficiency is known as hypocalcemia. Prefix hypo refers to the deficiency of the mineral. In this case, calcemia is the word that follows, which refers to the mineral calcium. Hence the diagnosis, hypocalcemia. UL, tolerable upper intake levels of calcium are based on age and are as follows. 0 to 6 months, 1,000 milligrams. 7 to 12 months, 1,200 milligrams. 1 to 8 years, 2,500 milligrams. 9 to 18 years, 3,000 milligrams. 19 to 50 years old, 2,500 milligrams. And over the age of 51, 2,000 milligrams. So taking more than these values would result in hypercalcemia and or hypercalciuria, which would be the calcium levels in urine, and would be deemed toxic. Hypercalcemia could lead to increased risk of kidney stones, prostate cancer, and cardiovascular disease. Supplementing this nutrient could lead to toxicity, especially since other vital nutrients may not be supplied in the supplements that are taken. If too much is taken, a person could be vulnerable to the same diseases as mentioned before, and those who do not take supplements. Here, the top 10 food sources in descending order. So, this is according to the National Institute of Health, and they're given serving sizes. So the very highest one would be plain low fat yogurt. 8 ounces of that would be 415 milligrams. Calcium fortified orange juice of 1 cup would be 349 milligrams. 8 ounces of low fat fruit yogurt, 344 milligrams. Part skim mozzarella, 1.5 ounces of that would be 333 milligrams. Sardines canned in oil with bones, 3 ounces, would be 325 milligrams. Non-fat milk, 1 cup of that would be 299 milligrams. Soy milk, calcium fortified, 1 cup would be 299 milligrams as well. 1 cup of whole milk would be 276 milligrams. Tofu firm made with calcium sulfate, a half a cup of that would be 253 milligrams. Pink salmon, canned, solid with bones, 3 ounces would be 181 milligrams, and that would be the last one. Calcium is most abundant in dairy products. Some foods may be calcium fortified, which just means that calcium was added to them, which makes them rich in calcium. New and interesting research. So, the most interesting thing I learned is that calcium does not work independently when constructing bones. I knew it probably didn't, but I never looked deeper into it or anything like that. So I learned that one of calcium's biggest partners is vitamin D. Vitamin D assists calcium with many other minerals and vitamins to produce bone, and also helps when the blood calcium levels are too high. Some of the other minerals and vitamins include vitamin K, magnesium, and phosphorus. This was interesting to me because I never really thought about how many other nutrients were necessary to produce bones or the roles of vitamin D. And this is my references page.